There are some Twitch streamers who will never grow their viewers. Here's how you're gonna avoid that. I have been coaching Twitch streamers longer than some of y'all have even been on the platform. And there is a big difference between the ones I've seen who have gone on to be successful versus the ones who have gone on to eventually stop streaming. And this thing is actually why I felt so freaking bad going to the Twitch subreddit today, because I saw that everyone was asking about technology. But technology isn't going to make or break your channel. It's not gonna be one of those differentiators between the people who become successful and the people who don't. You know what? I'm actually curious to see what y'all think. What do you think it takes for someone to be successful on Twitch? Let me know down below in the comments, and let's see whether or not you've been paying attention. There are a few things that I've noticed, so let me just start with the first one. Some people take responsibility and some don't. It is literally impossible to grow your viewers if you keep blaming everyone else for your lack of them. If you think booby streamers are really the ones preventing you from being able to increase from that 2 viewer average up to a 200 viewer average, I have something to tell you, my friend. It is not the tatas that are your problem. The reason for this is because your first step to getting literally good at anything is to admit that you suck at it first, and it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Admitting that you kind of suck is actually really empowering, because that means that you can finally start to see the changes and the improvements that you can make to what you're doing in order to get to where you want to be. When you admit that your lack of growth is your fault, you put yourself in control instead of giving that control away to outside forces that you don't have any control over. So if booby streamers are the reason that your stream isn't growing, you have no control over that. You can't make them stop showing their cleavage. And by the way, who would want to? One of the things that will absolutely prevent you from being able to grow your stream is if you just can't take responsibility for it. And that means taking responsibility for the good things, but also for the bad things too, which can hurt your ego sometimes, but you don't need that freaking ego anyway, baby. That thing is holding you back. Ego doesn't have a place in your life. It doesn't get a place in your path. You are a person who is trying to become successful as a streamer, which means that you need to constantly be learning and improving and implementing new things in order to get to where you want to be. And ego is going to hold you back from being able to do all of that, because ego is going to tell you that everything that you're doing now is fine, but if you think everything that you're doing now is fine, you're never going to work to improve yourself. If you believe that it is finally time for you to start taking responsibility for your success, then use the link down below, either come into our Discord server or just snag my free workbook. It's the 6 exercises that I used to grow from 20 viewers for 4 years up to 250. It was super helpful for me, and I promise it will be super helpful for you too, because you deserve it. Another thing that I've noticed from the people who do not end up growing their stream is that they make it about the wrong things. Y'all, I got a DM on Discord the other day from someone who was like, I have the right gear, the right graphics, and I think I've chosen the right games to grow, but I'm still just not growing. And that blows my mind, because let me tell you, it is not about finding the right combination of these things, and once you find the combination, all of a sudden you're going to be successful. That is not the way that streaming works anymore. And that's when a lot of streamers in either like Facebook groups, which I've gotten on a little bit recently, yes, I see y'all, will say that it's all about networking. Now, I made a video about how to network as a streamer, because networking is a part of growing in any industry. But networking won't make or break your success either. The time for that as well is way, way over. And another thing that people say is that it's all about diversifying, which I actually have a video about that as well. But let me tell ya, even diversifying is not gonna save y'all. I know we all love the word diversify at this point. It is not enough either. When I was a small streamer, I thought my inability to grow came from these things too. I thought if I found the perfect combination of gear, graphics, and games, that all of a sudden I would totally take off, and that is 100% not what happened at all. What I had to do was I had to learn more, and I had to go through a lot of personal development in order to become the person who deserved the success that I got in the future. I talk about the journey that I went through in my ebook, which you can get a link for down below, and this is all about how I had to develop as a person before I could actually see success as a content creator. You just have to learn a lot more now than you had to know grow whenever I started in 2012 or 2013. The reason that I didn't grow back then is because I genuinely was not ready for it. And if you are a small creator who is struggling to grow your stream, I'm like slowly turning in my chair. It's really distracting. I'll be honest with y'all. The reason that I didn't grow is because I was a shit person. I was jealous of everybody else. I was mad when other people succeeded. I blamed my lack of success on booby streamers, internalized misogyny, hello. I thought that everything that was going wrong in my life was a result of literally anybody else other than me. I used to spend so much time changing my graphics constantly for my stream because I thought that I had to make work happen behind the scenes and that working behind the scenes equals success. But it doesn't. Time you put in, by the way, does not equate to success as a streamer. Just because you're dedicating 100 hours a week to it means nothing. Streaming is not about any of those things that I just talked about, y'all. You know what it's about? Guess. I'm not gonna tell you. Video over. It's about your ability to be useful to people. Yup. Which seems a little weird, right? Doesn't it make you think like, oh, so people are just using me? Being useful is not the same as being used. When someone uses you, they're being malicious and manipulative in order to get you to do something that improves their life without thinking about you in the process. They pretty much only care about themselves. When you are useful to people, it's empowering because it's a choice that you have made. You've decided to put yourself in the position where you create stuff that can be used by other people. So you've made the choice. That means you're not getting used. And then you might also feel like, well, Ninja isn't very useful to people, but he actually is. There are a lot of different ways that you can be useful to people, and also you can't really copy what large streamers are doing and expect to be successful with it. A small business needs very different things than a Walmart, y'all. Can you tell I'm from the South? Here's the thing. I know some people want to rebel against this super hard because it's Twitch. It should just be fun, right? Like you just start streaming and playing video games, and if people show up, cool, they show up. But then why are you watching YouTube videos in order to improve your streams? Obviously you care about improving your streams and improving as a creator, otherwise you wouldn't be here. So why not use this information to your advantage and finally step into this really powerful state of realizing that you just need to be more useful to people? Also, to answer your question, Ninja is useful because he gives you access into the lifestyle of a very large streamer, and that's what he does during his entire stream. So he doesn't necessarily have to be super educational or super engaging in order to be useful as a streamer. In fact, every large successful streamer gives you access into the life and mind and personality of someone who is successful, so that's why they are useful. I actually talk a lot more about that in this video right here. And as I've said, large streamers can do a lot of things that you just can't as a small streamer. You're trying to emulate someone like Ninja, Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, whenever they are at the height of their career. And you're not looking back at what it is that really made that person get to where they are. Because I promise you, when they were smaller, they were very engaged. They talked to their chats a lot. They were creating a lot of value for their communities. Now they're at a point where they don't necessarily have to do the same things or can't do the same things in order to connect with their audience anymore. They've grown beyond that. And so that's the space that you need to occupy, is you need to be Ninja from 8 years ago. I made an Instagram post for you as a companion post to this YouTube video that goes more into the differences of large streamers versus small streamers, so use the link below and go check that out. Also, I'm trying to build up my Instagram lately because I'm really enjoying it over there, so if y'all could go over there and follow me, I would really appreciate it, and I also will message you back, and I will comment, and I will give you all of my time and attention, and maybe some feet pics. What do you think? If you want to see me on OnlyFans, follow me on Instagram. So here's the thing. Twitch has gotten to the place where it is not about you as the streamer. It is about how you are impacting the people who are watching your stream. Yo, this is 𝐂𝐄𝐒. Hello? A big thing that differentiates successful streamers from unsuccessful streamers is the ability to get inside the minds of your viewership. So what I want you to start doing from here on out is literally think, how does this affect my audience? How is what I'm doing right now useful to them? This is actually something that I've started doing lately. Anytime that I meet with anybody or I create any content or I do literally anything, I ask myself this one single question before all of it, and that is, how can I make this as helpful as possible for them? This question alone has helped me so much. And the reason for that is because it puts me in the mindset of you guys, the people who are watching these videos, or the people that I'm meeting with, or the students that I'm working with. And that helps me so much to think from a different perspective, even if there's a lot of chaos in my day that is detracting from my focus to really be able to deliver in that moment. But I know it's really difficult to come up with some different ideas of ways that you can help your audience. So I've created a podcast for you that goes with this YouTube video that's going to dive a little bit deeper into different ways that you can be helpful, because it's not just about educating people or about making people laugh and entertaining them. There's a lot more ways that you can be helpful to your audience. So go over there and check that out. I'll be honest, I miss the days of 2012 and 2013 Twitch when you didn't need to worry about this crap. But the thing is, this beautiful platform that we all loved as our favorite hobby for so long has become a career option for people. And any time that a platform changes from being a hobby to being a career platform, that's gonna bring a lot more, garbage. That's what a lot of people would say, at least. I actually love seeing things become career options because that means that we as people have more options and choices for how to spend our time, which anytime that happens, I think that that's great. That means that there's more lifestyles and more directions we can take with our life. And if we have one life to live, why not live it however the heck we want it, right? But the thing is, when this change happens, things become a lot more competitive and you have to look at things a different way. And this is why we created 𝐁𝐔𝐄𝐄 Academy, to basically help streamers build a business model around their content. This isn't just a make better content program. This is a program that is a business development program, because that's the level that streaming is at now. And that's the big difference between streamers who are successful and those who aren't, is that some people look at it as a business and take it a lot more seriously than others. And here's the thing, I think a lot of people could take this the wrong way. You could think something like, I'm not good at business, so does that mean I'm just gonna be a failure as a streamer? Or you could think, there's nothing unique about me, does that mean that I'm just doomed to having 3 viewers forever? And the truth is, no, it doesn't mean either of those. You've gone through school, maybe you're in school now, or you've gone through it at some point. Don't underestimate your ability to learn and to improve. You can make choices that will improve your situation. You can learn from myself and all of the other stream educators that exist out there. And that's why you're watching this YouTube video anyways, right? Is to learn and improve yourself. So you're already there. You're already on the track of improving yourself. Good for you! Keep doing what you're doing, friend, because the biggest separation between people who are successful on Twitch and those who aren't is that successful people are constantly looking to improve what they're doing, and you're already doing that. So do that every single day. Try to improve 1% each day, and you will not become one of those people who is just stressed and pressured and can't figure out their way through the problem. You're gonna hit obstacles. Yes, there will be times where you're like, crap, this sucks. Am I really cut out for this? But myself and everybody else here has your back. Comment down below and let us know if you need any emotional support. We are here for you. And in the meantime, go and check out this video. I think you'll really like it. I'll see you over there. Bye!